Hey everybody, and welcome back to another One of Everything Wednesdays. I am your host, MrBevers. Today we are finishing off Dr. No's Superstore located in Marietta, Georgia. Or Marietta, Georgia? Marietta, Georgia. That's better. Anyway, Dr. No's is a place I went to when I went down to visit my friends in Atlanta. I went down there for MomoCon, and they took me by Dr. No's. The owner there was very friendly. He was super nice. He gave me a bunch of freebies as well, as I showed off in the last video. If you didn't check that out, go back, check out the first episode. We opened up 10 packs. We're opening up another 10 packs, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're opening up another 10 packs. So they had 20 packs there. Of course, they'll probably have more now because Core 2019 is out and all that kind of stuff. Now, if they've run out of some of these other packs, it's possible. But I got 20 packs. So chances are they're probably close. That was only a few months ago, so they should be okay. So we've got Magic Origins first, then Dragons of Tarkir, Fate Reforged, Khans of Tarkir, Core 2015, Journey into Nyx, Born of the Gods, Theros, 2014 core set, and Dragon's Maze. Everyone's favorite. Who doesn't like Dragon's Maze? Now, one of these days, I will open up a Shockland from one of those Dragon's Maze packs. Because you could get them in the land slot, I believe, if I am not mistaken. So let's open up Origins first and see what we can find. Maybe another little baby Jace. Who doesn't like a little baby Jace, right? Murder Investigation. Turn to Frog. Valerian Wardens. And Gaia's Revenge, or Gaia's Revenge. An 8/5 for 7. Can't be countered, has haste. And it can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities. So there you go. Little fanciful man there. And we got another garbage card with a basic land. Alright. Khans of Tarkir is next. Khans of Tarkir. Or Dragons. Dragons is next. Shh, not Khans. Dragons is next. Jeez. Just losing my mind here. Alright. Battle Mastery. Roast. Get Roasted. Skywise Teachings. And Dragon Tempest. It's a fun little enchantment. So whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, it gains haste until end of turn. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is the number of dragons you control. Pretty fun for a dragon deck. Let me tell you, Dragon's Tempest with Lathliss would be a lot of fun. Since when you play a dragon, it makes a dragon token that then enters the battlefield. And it says whenever a dragon enters the battlefield, so it doesn't matter whether it's a token or not. So that seems interesting. That seems like an interesting play. Fate Reforged is next. Valorous Stance. I believe this card was worth a few dollars. I don't know if it still is, so I'll set it aside and I'll look it up afterwards. Winds of Kalsisma. Elite Scale Guard. And we're looking for Ugin, right? Well, Tassiger. We'll take a Tassiger. Tassiger is pretty sweet. 4/5 for 6 with Delve, so you can exile cards from your graveyard. And then you can pay 2 and then a green-blue or a green-blue and put top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Not a bad little one. And we didn't get the fetch in the land slot, unfortunately, but we did get a nice Bloodfell Caves. Everyone's favorite. Gain a life. Khans of Tarkir. This is where we could get the foil fetch, right? This is what we're looking for, a foil fetch for our patrons, all right? So far, we haven't added anything to the patron pile this week. Let's start off strong with a foil fetch. That would be sweet. Let's do it. Kintree Invocation. Opulent Palace. Sultai Soothsayer. And Anafenza, the Foremost. All right, nice little mythic. Also still worth a couple of bucks. So there you go. A nice little legendary creature. Good for commander and what have you. A little Abzan man. And we did get a foil, but it's not a foil fetch. It's a foil leaping master. Listen, you were listening to me only 50%. Pack, the pack was only listening to me about 50%. It heard foil, and then it just stopped listening. So, you know. We need to work on this communication between us here. We got Corset 2015 next. Everyone should be well aware of how corsets are these days, now with 2019 coming back. First response. Reclamation Sage is actually a very good little uncommon. I don't know if that's got any price to it, but I'll put it aside. It's a very good uncommon. Battle Mastery, and our rare is a Chasm Skulker. This card's actually a lot of fun too. It's a 1/1 for 3. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Chasm Skulker. When Chasm Skulker dies, put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk onto the battlefield, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on him. So there you go. Not a bad little guy. He's kind of interesting. And we got a junk card from there. Alright, let's move on. Journey into Nyx. Journey into Nyx. Let's see if it's worth. Let's see if it's worth the journey. Disciple of Deceit. Nightmarish End. Forgeborn Orieds, and a Dawnbringer Charioteers. 2/4 flyer for 4, flying and lifelink. Heroic, whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a 1/1 counter on it. So it gets bigger, but not super exciting for the patron pile. So far, only Anafenza, and then possibly the Valorous Stance and Reclamation Sage, depending on what they're sitting at. Now, we've got Born of the Gamble next. I mean, Born of the Gods next. Right. Let's see if we win. Thunderous Might. Airy Worshippers. Meletis Astronomer, or Meletis Astronomer, however you want to pronounce it. And our rare is a Guild. Not a bad little rare. It's a removal spell from that set. Exile target creature, put a colorless artifact token named Gold onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this artifact, add a mana of any color to your mana pool. So if you're well aware of treasures from Ixalan, welcome to their inception, I guess, sort of. I mean, maybe not exactly where it came from, but quite similar. Quite similar. A removal spell that gives you treasure tokens. Do we all know what that looks like? Of course we do. And then we've got Theros next. So we're looking for Thoughtseize here, I think, right? I think that's the high-ticket item out of this set. Artisan's Sorrow. Thassa's Emissary. Coordinated Assault. And a Temple of Silence. All right, well, we'll take a little Scryland. Why not, right? So there you go. Temple of Silence enters the battlefield tapped, but when it enters, you scry 1. And it adds a white and a black. And another ad card. So many ad cards. The Theros block was so bad for the ad cards. It was really bad. Corset 2014. Like, it was just almost every single card was an ad. Hey, look, it's Millstone. You guys recognize this from 2019 Corset? I think you do. There it is. Warden of Evos Isle. Congregate. And a Seraph of the Sword as our rare. Flying, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to Seraph of the Sword. 3/3 flyer for 4. Ooh, and we got a foiled Time-Ebb. The art on Time-Ebb is solid. Those are some bears getting tossed around. Look at those bears getting tossed around. It's such a cool art, and the foil of it is beautiful. Alright, last pack. Everyone's favorite. Dragon Maze. Let's see if Dragon Maze can add some interesting things to the patron pile. We highly doubt it, right? But you never know. You can never underestimate those packs which you're like, nope, I'm writing it off. I'm writing it off entirely. Woodlot Crawler. Carnage Gladiator. Species Gorger. And Tessa, Envoy of Ghosts. And we didn't hit the shock in the lands. We got a Simic Guildgate instead. And look, another ad card. So many ad cards. So many ad cards. In these older sets, I'm so glad that Wizards turned around and changed the format to basically make the ads on the back of the tokens, right? Like, how hard is it for you to put your ad on something that's useful? This means that this card sticks around longer because it's actually a token that someone will use. And if they ever happen to look at the other side or whatever, they go, oh, there's an ad, and then they can look at it if they want. Like, why make double-sided ads? Especially, you know, like, this one's advertising Magic Online. This one's advertising Dragon's Maze Rules. Like, it's just, I mean, good for new players, I guess, to give them some idea of where they can go to get more information about the game and stuff. But, like, for people who had been playing forever and continuing to play, like, it was just sort of like a waste of a card slot, right? Like, why even bother printing it? Like, you're wasting your own money. Like, this is advertising that you're making me pay for by buying your pack, right? So, anyway. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been One of Everything series from Dr. Knows. I apologize that I got rambling there about something other than the store. My apologies, Dr. Knows. But great little store. Go check them out if you're ever in the area. Tell them MrBevers sent you if you go in. I'm sure he'd be like, who? And then you'd be like, you know, that bald guy. I gave him a business card, and I believe I gave him a pen at the time. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.